Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on that 169. Just finished up filming, changing the carburetor out. Noticed that we have an issue with a choke cable. Now this 169, it's a Sunday, and I'm planning on tomorrow probably moldboard plowing with it. And I just want it to be in pretty good shape going to the field. So now the first issue is the knob right here, and we'll probably, yank it right off. And it's a little bit stuck in this area right here and a little bit down in that area right there. So we're going to start off, we're going to take the air cleaner off and the fuel tank, and we have to take off this side panel right here and this piece right here on the firewall that holds up the hood on the back side. So I'm going to put you in a stand, and we're going to take the air cleaner off first and the backing plate. We're going to remove that clip and go from there. It won't be the worst job, but be prepared. You're going to have to dismantle quite a lot of the machine. Now, when I take the fuel tank off, I'm going to take it off right by the stands right there, and I'm going to just set it up on the top of the motor, and that should give me enough room. We'll take the air cleaner off. And already been here a couple times today. I film each and every day. There's always something that breaks and something that needs to be done, and I'm particular on everything. And a lot of times I think to myself, probably shouldn't even bother filming that. It isn't any big deal. But to a lot of people, they've never been here before, so they need a little bit of instruction. So I appreciate you watching my channel. And I dropped that screw right there. Always seem to lose them screws there. But I appreciate you watching my channel. And if there's anything you want to see done, just let me know. Just finished up doing that dual remote filming on that 2182. That was probably one of my largest projects besides the 782 diesel when I started YouTube. But this one right here is a little bit set up in this area. It's probably original, I'm assuming, especially with this red grommet piece over the top there. That's how they were shipped. So we're going to take that clip and we're going to take it off. I really think this was a good idea. Now, that was my opinion. That one there I'm going to leave right on. I thought it was an outstanding idea, that clip, because it worked really well. I'm going to take off this side panel, 7/16 here, 5/16 there. So we'll take that off. Now, this is not going to take a long time to get into and get it changed. But these were an issue. Them chokes were right out in the weather. But these machines are old. They're my age. And I'm 55 years of age. And these machines are 50 years old. So I don't think Harvester, to be very, very honest with you, I don't think they ever thought these machines would last this long. I really don't. I saw somebody put on the internet the other day, why don't they make a 966 anymore? Well, a 966 was a really good tractor, and things have changed, emissions and everything. They were great tractors in their day, but things progress. They don't make things as quite as much quality as they used to. Now, I'll have to tell you, take 1/2 inch for this. I rode an Event the other day. They're spreading slurry. You're going to see some video on my channel on it. Unbelievable ride. And if you were in we have 1066s and Hydro 100, 766, black stripe and stuff. If you're riding one of them tractors all day long, you're going to be wore out. These new tractors here, I drive Chrysler cars, and to be honest with you, I think it was smoother than running my 300C down the highway. So, and we were in our big field. So we're going to go to the other side. We're going to take them bolts out, and then we're going to take the firewall out of it. On the other side, and we're going to take this side panel out also. This is the right-hand side. 7/16 here, like I said before. Drop that panel down. Panel off. This is what holds your hood up in the back. Now I lost that bolt someplace. So now we're going to get underneath the dash and we're going to take that nut right there off. And it's going to be a 9/16. And I'm actually going to be able to get right in there with a wrench, take that off. I'm going to put some WD-40 on it first, and then we'll pull that right out. Nuts. In case when you put the new one in, you lose it or something of that nature, always keep that. You never know if you're going to drop something. So you want to keep all your hardware. I'm going to pull it out. We're going to keep that chrome piece there. And the nut there just dropped to the bottom. But right there's the old one out. And have the new one right here in the seat that we're going to replace it with. So now we're going to put the new one in. And actually, this is a good used. Now remember I told you to save this chrome piece right here. This one here was not on the cable and I want it to look original. Going to feed it through the hole. And I'm going to put the nut, and actually this is a half nut. This is not the tin one. The last one I took out was just a tin one. And actually I rescued that. Right there's what the tin ones look like. So the flat spot goes right there. Right here's a flat spot on it, right there. I'm going to put the nut on. Actually, I'm going to tighten it up as much as I can with my hand. And that one there is nice and loose. Now I am going to reach underneath there with a 9/16 wrench and I'm going to tighten it. And then we're going to get it connected and then we're going to put it completely back together. Let's see if this makes it a little bit better. So there we go. The only thing is we're going to have, I guess we had it. So now we'll get the fuel tank on. Now, these large frames, in my opinion, are a lot tougher to work on. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people absolutely love them. I'm not saying they're a bad machine. They're just a little bit more time consuming to get back together. They're no 82 series. They just, when they came out with the 82 series, they completely refined them. They were so easy to work on. Any place these are a step up from a narrow frame. They're just a little bit tougher to work on. If you're used to working on them every day, it probably isn't any big deal. I am going to run to the other side and then we'll put that side panel on. So now we'll put the side panel on. Seven sixteenths here. 5/16. The bottom is the same as the tunnel screws. So we're going to go back over the other side. We'll get that cover on. There's no sense of putting them together unless they're correct. And most of all, if I'm happy with it. So we're going to make sure before we put that back plate on, and I'm very happy with that. So let's get this cover on, then we're going to start it and make sure everything is perfect on it. I want to make sure this clip doesn't vibrate off when we start it. Kind of going into this blind here. I believe we have it. Let's start it. lot better shape than I thought. Had to adjust the carburetor a little bit to get the sputter out of it. I don't know if I have it completely perfect, but the choke is working really well. So really tickled about that. This video here went a little bit longer than I expected. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We have to open up the door. Look how much smoke we have in here. So, probably not awfully healthy. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Like always, we'll see you on the next video.